Hello YouTube, swtorPaladin here, and there's a new developer blog today, and I'll read through it really quick, and then get down to business. So this just got posted. It says yesterday, but I didn't see this yesterday. So hopefully this isn't already old news. I swear I check this every day, but blah blah blah. This is from Charles Boyd, lead writer for Star Wars. So you're like, lead writer? Holy cow! There's still a lead writer? What the heck? Anyway. I don't think this is Charles Boyd. I think this is supposed to be Charles Boyd, or maybe this is supposed to be a quest. I don't know. The war between the Galactic Republic and Sith Empire is still raging. Hutt Cartel's invasion of McKeb has been stopped in its tracks. The Dreadmasters have been defeated. Allegedly? I was actually going to ask Astino this the other day, but I don't really think we've defeated all the Dreadmasters, plus Zuhar and a couple people are still running around. So I know there's still some Dreadmasters. So there's somebody else with one of those legendary masks. But anyway, I didn't really know that Dreadmasters was over, but apparently it's over. And I guess McKeb was over. I mean, there's really no hard and fast conclusion to it, but I guess if you believe the Republic, at the end of the Republic, we send the cartels packing, and the Sith obviously saved the planet. So, but we don't know what happens to McKeb. But I guess as long as the Hutts are gone, it doesn't really matter what happens to McKeb. But so, you know, actual conclusions to both of those would be nice, like we were talking about yesterday. But apparently the Rakghoul invasion's over too, like they said on the last stream. But I don't recall there ever actually being a conclusion to that either. So I guess, you know, based on that, you know, last week's stream and according to this post, apparently we saved McKeb from the Hutts and explosions, and we saved the universe from Dreadmasters. Hooray! Here's a guy staring into a giant blue screen with a couple of ships flying around. Maybe this is the... I don't know, he doesn't explain what these are. I don't know if this is from the end of McKeb, or if this is part of the Forged Alliances story. I don't know. It's just kind of, as far as I'm concerned, they're just random screenshots. But take a guess. The first chapter in our next major storylines are already available. Forged Alliances, Part 1. You're like, Forged Alliances, Part 1? I don't remember doing that. You remember, like, those couple of flashpoints they released, like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago? I can't remember. It's been so long. But it had the Assault on Tython and Korriban, which are both really, really fun, but they're 55 tacticals, which means not a lot of people got to do them, and they wouldn't just make them, you know, 15 to 54, then make a 55 hard mode like they should do. Well, that was part 1 of Forged Alliances. Nobody really knew what Forged Alliances was supposed to be, except that it was fun to go on Tython and Korriban and kill mobs. So he says that he will introduce us to some new key allies, as well as the central mystery. Do you think he's actually going to do that? No, absolutely not. Instead, he says, well, you can always jump straight into these flashpoints. The best way to experience the storyline is to find A7M1 on Viking and T3G2 on Carrick, little astromech droids that you can't get. That would be a cool little skin for a T7, huh? Or better yet, just make sure everybody can have one of these, like, battle-ready astromech droids. By the way, you can have an astromech droid battle ready, but you can't have your steward droid. What are you doing, BioWare? Anyway, we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves. In the future, these trusty droids will continue to introduce subsequent chapters in the Forged Alliance storyline, so be sure to check back with them. I'm sorry. I thought he said Part 1 will introduce you to some new key allies. It doesn't introduce you into any new key allies. All it does is confuse the hell out of you. And he doesn't introduce us into any new key allies, just these 2 astromech droids that we already knew about. As Bruce mentioned, I guess, in the roadmap, that, by the way, most of that roadmap is either wrong or was complete lies. I'll go over that at the end. Forged Alliances is a 3-part story, but that doesn't mean Part 3 will be the end. Sure, why the hell would we ever think that anything would be the end of anything in this game, since everything just abruptly drops off, as I've already pointed out. the only thing that's consistent about the development of the story in this game is that there's no consistency. So why would we think that something would be the end, or even the beginning? Because nothing in this game seems to have a beginning or end. It seems to appear and disappear. There's no nice cutscene that wraps something up and lets you know that you're done. While I don't think that's the most important thing on the planet, having closure is very nice, regardless of if you like achievements, or if you like to explore or collect or just socialize. I think everybody likes a little sense of closure once in a while. People don't like open-ended everything. Just, if something's closed and done, there should be some little video that shows being closed and done. Like I said, Rakul's Dreadmaster and McKeb, there's no such video. The Sith ends with you saving the planet, and the Jedi ends with getting everybody off the planet and absolutely nothing happening. So there's no video of chasing the Hutts away. Anyway, these flashpoints will lead directly into the next major story expansion. Now, what does that mean? See, this is like the little most important sentence right here. We all thought maybe there would just be another set of instances, but what it's actually going to be is Forged Alliances is literally going to segue into the next expansion, which is 3.0. Even though they bring up 2.9 and beyond, I'm wondering if the guild ships and the whatever they call the Conquest, I'm wondering if Conquest is going to be part 2 of Forged Alliances, where we're going to be flying around in our trusty guild ships. I don't know, chasing away Sith or Jedi, depending on what side we're on. Shooing away troopers. And, oh, I guess the Empire's effed because they don't have troopers, so I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. They should have troopers. But it seems like they're at a big disadvantage not having troopers. They should have troopers. Since only 2 Imperial troopers in the whole entire game exist. And they're both NPCs. They should probably have troopers. Anyway, guess we'll be shooing each other's faction away from planets. Hopefully it doesn't have anything to do with PvP, and hopefully we do not have to compete against larger guilds, because there's just enough OMG-sized guilds on Begarin to absolutely F the rest of us. Just enough to take over every single planet if they decided to not compete with each other, and God knows those giant guilds absolutely hate to deal with each other because, you know, you don't want their little egos getting hurt. Oh, boo, 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 boo. Anyway, but this isn't the biggest thing. You'd think that would be the biggest thing, but it's not the biggest thing. Let me show you what the biggest thing is. What is that? That's a really ugly Wookiee is what that is. That's a playable Wookiee. That's somebody actually playing one, which means Wookiees are going to be playable characters in 3.0. I'm probably not the first person that's figured this out. I don't know, but that right there is a playable Wookiee, if ever I have seen one. Hopefully the artwork's not completely done yet, because his face looks a little weird, but it's blatantly obvious that that's not the existing Wookiee skin. And it's been my experience that MMOs only upgrade skins for one of 2 reasons. Either they're making the class playable, or they're going to be using the class or the race a ton. So here's my prediction. I have 3 predictions. Kashyyyk's going to be the next planet that we go to. That's prediction 1. Prediction 2, Wookiees are going to be a playable race. And prediction 3, they're going to be some kind of droid-making class, some kind of droid-using class. Maybe the Wookiees have droid companions. Maybe they get bonuses to using droids. Maybe they can make droid companions for other people. Those are my big 3 predictions for 3.0. So there you go. That's it. I'm going to keep this nice and short. And thanks for watching, guys. And we'll talk to you later. Oh, leave comments down below what you think. Do you think Wookiees are going to be the new playable areas? Do you think that Wookiee's ugly as hell? Are you going to enjoy listening to brr, 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 with subtitles? Which is actually great, because that means they don't have to do any voice acting. And I've always supported any new playable races not speaking basic, so they don't have to spend any money or resources on voice acting. So anyway, let me know what you think down below. Would you like a new droid making droid controlling class? We've been talking about it since beta. Would you play a Wookiee? How many of you like Kashyyyk? And would you like to play on Kashyyyk? And that's it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.